This is Visitor's Book, and I'm Maya, your host. In this program, we're going to be meeting with diplomats and foreigners who live here in Pakistan, and we're going to find out what they really think about the country. So our guest today is Abdullahi Dandare, a PhD student from Nigeria. So let's go meet with him. Hello, Abdullahi. How are you?
Hi, how are you doing?
Good, thank you. Nice to see you today.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
I love what you're wearing. Is this like a traditional Nigerian suit?
Yes, of course, it's Nigerian suit, usually worn by people living in the northern part of Nigeria.
Oh, is it?
We call it kaftan. It is our traditional dress.
That's so cool. And it's quite similar to what people wear here in Pakistan, although it's a little bit longer, right?
Yes. They are quite similar, quite okay. It's only that ours is longer than that of Pakistan.
Yeah.
Yes.
How interesting. I wonder if there's some kind of a connection. Who knows?
Yes, there must be.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Great. Do you like wearing Pakistani clothes ever here, or mostly Nigerian or Western?
No. Presently, I have only one Pakistani cloth.
Okay.
Yes, I wear it on Salah Day because I fear just like you're Pakistani, I fear on Eid Day.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have only one.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Great. So you've been here in Pakistan about 2 years, right? Working on your PhD.
Yeah.
How has your experience been altogether?
Wow, a very good question. My experience was wonderful.
Yeah?
It's a wonderful experience, quite okay. I've met people of Pakistan as very kind, generous, and hospitable people.
That's wonderful.
So I think even right from the time I arrived at airport, I see wonders. People of Pakistan proved to me that they are good to themselves, they are good to foreigners. I was having a problem in the airport.
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody supposed to come to pick me, assigned by my university. So unfortunately, he was waiting for me. He couldn't see me. Then he left. So, as a stranger, I don't know where I'm going. I was about to go out. I say, where am I going? I don't know, because even if I go into the city, I don't know where I'm heading to. So I supposed to solve my problem within the airport. So I approached somebody who is sitting on his system working, seriously on what he's doing.
Yeah.
So I asked him, somebody's supposed to pick me up, but I didn't see him. How can you assist me?
Yeah, because you couldn't use your phone even, right?
Yes, I am with my phone. Very unfortunate, my phone was hooked off.
Yeah.
Yes, in the airport, in the plane, I don't know what happened to it. So I couldn't even trace the phone number of the person who's supposed to pick me up.
That's so difficult, right?
Because it was sent to me through email, and I'm only having the handset with me. So I asked him to give me his computer and internet service so that I can access my email to retrieve the number that he will use to call the person for me. Initially, he said, no, I cannot do that. I said, what are you saying? You cannot assist your Muslim brother?
Yeah.
So somebody around me intervened. He said, you're supposed to do this. It's why I retrieved my email, get the phone number of that guy, give it to him, and he called the guy for me instantly. And he said, oh, I was there waiting for you for quite a long time, but I couldn't see you. I thought you missed your flight.
Yeah.
But please remain there. I'm coming to pick you right away.
That's amazing.
Yes, so I was very happy because, if you get help at the time you need it most, you will never forget that.
Yeah.
So that's one. Then is one good thing that I cannot forget. The next day, ComSat, maybe specifically international office in ComSat University, organize a bus and a driver for me.
Wow.
With a security officer and with one respected personnel in the office who will guide me on what I'm going to do in the town. So we go to police for the residential permit. He take me for the exchange and many malls, and other places. So during the evening time we come back, he said you should go and arrest. So you see, I was somehow, feeling impressed and honored, despite all what people are saying about Pakistan. So I was offered even a security officer to look.
That's amazing.
To ensure my security well-being in Pakistan. Was a driver to drive me anywhere I'm going and somebody who will assist me. This is great. I will never forget this.
Wow.
So, and my interaction with many people in Pakistan, always when we meet, whether I know the person or I don't know him. We do assalamu alaikum, see me maybe looking like a Muslim or whatever. I don't know his reason or her reasons. The next thing is, please, from which country are you? Can we have picture? If you, if you cooperate, the next thing he will tell you, can we go to tea cafe? You see, so at least he's giving you, you know, a kind of, he's trying to welcome you and give you a kind of confidence to either relate cordially with them, as in you have rest of mind that you are meeting good people. Even children of age 10, 11, 12 will tell you this. He will tell you, please, if you have problem anytime, come and meet me. I will assist you. Yeah. So even if he didn't mean it, or if he cannot do it,
but they will offer.
At least you will feel happy for somebody to tell you this.
Well, that sounds like
people
a very
of Pakistan
nice
are nice. So my experience is also a wonderful one.
Yeah.
Yes.
But how did the idea of coming to Pakistan in particular come to you? I mean, you would think that, I mean, it's quite far away from Nigeria, and I would think that most Nigerians would think of more like maybe Western countries or something else, maybe, I don't know, more nearby.
Yes, it's true. Many Nigerians need to go Europe, America, and other places. Yeah. Maybe. But me, my own case is different. I always thinking of coming to Asia.
Okay.
Yes.
That was like an interest for you.
Yes, I have interest in that. Then I was thinking of weather too. Because most of the people who go there will tell me about the weather.
Really?
In Europe, in America, and other places. So whenever they told me that weather over there can drop, you know, even to the negative value, I say, oh, how will life exist there? They say, no, you will get used to it. Yeah. But I was not comfortable because I know what I feel. Yeah. Even with the moderate weather we have in Nigeria, maybe when it come down to 12 degrees or 10 degrees Celsius. That's the most, Yeah, that's the least it can go. Yeah. So I know how I feel. Right. So I was thinking of going to where I don't have much variation between African weather or Nigerian weather, which I'm used to where I'm going. So, and Asia is one of the places, that's, you know, the temperature is not so that cold. Exactly. As Europe, America, you know. However, it is colder than Africa. So I think I can appreciate coming there. And I want to wake up in the morning and see sun and enjoying it. This is what we have in Nigeria all the time. You know, it's hardly to have like 3 days without sun, even during the winter season, during the rainy seasons. Right, yeah. So I also want to have something like that. Two, I want to also be in the Muslim community. Okay. Yeah. Yes. And Asia is where you will have Muslim community apart from the Africa. So those are the reasons. And of course, one other reason is that I'm thinking of living expenses also. Right. Yes, if you look at the places like Europe, the life there is very expensive. That's true. Cost of living is just too high. Absolutely. But in Pakistan here and other Asian countries, it's not like that. It's relatively cheap. Exactly. And when you're a student, you can't really afford to spend that much. So I was trying to explore different universities. I applied for Saudi Arabia, King Fahad. You know, they wanted to give me admission, but I was liking one of the requirement, which is English proficiency certificate. Okay. Yeah. I tried to convince them that I was taught in English right from my primary school up to university. Yeah. They say, no, you have to give us... But that wasn't enough for them? Yes. They say, no, you have to give us the certificate. So I even tried to get such certificate. There are one certificate they issue in the university. And I mean, English is an official language in Nigeria as well, right? Yes. So it's that's official so funny language, but they don't accept that. They say you have to write that proficiency certificate, that proficiency exams, and bring us the proficiency certificate before we give you admission. Yeah. They insisted that I have to give them the English proficiency certificate, and they promised me that whenever you bring it, we will process your application further. But I have no time to do that because usually such kind of examination take place within some month in the year. Right. There are specific period in there which you go and write it. So I have to wait for another year to write it, then submit to them and wait for admission.
Yeah.
So I was applying several places, including Malaysia, South Africa, Uganda, and Pakistan, which is the last place I applied.
Right?
Yes. I applied Pakistan, often meeting a friend. I just saw him. He came to my office. We greeted. I remember that he made he studied in Pakistan during his MS program.
Oh, right. Okay.
I said, how about Pakistan? He said, Pakistan is a nice place.
Yeah.
It's a place to go.
What
And,
did you think at that time? Were you thinking like that can't be true? Like, did you have a different kind of an image of the country?
Yes, quite okay. We must have a bad image about Pakistan because a lot of information about Pakistan is circulating in the media.
Yeah.
And usually what we see is the place is full of terrorists.
Exactly.
Place is nowhere to go. So, but I'm such kind of person that don't believe on what media is always saying.
Yeah.
Quite okay, we must accept that media is the genuine source of information, but at times we need to dig down
Yeah.
and find what exactly happened.
There's always another side to
Yes,
things.
because
Yeah.
they have interest. There is politics in it. At times there is exaggeration about what happened.
Yeah.
At times they don't show the exact picture of what is happening in the country. So I know the existence of all this, and therefore I cannot just accept what media is saying. I have to interact with somebody who go there
Yeah.
and know about what is exactly happening there.
So what kind of questions did you have for this person then?
I asked him, what about the security situation? Because from the media, this is what I'm hearing. So it is kind of confusing. A country blessed with this and still have security challenges. You say, forget about all this. I heard this from the media. I heard this from friends and other people. But often going there throughout my stay for MS program, which is 2 years program, I didn't experience anything like that.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, ComSat, which I finished my MS, is a good place to go, and it's one of the socialized and well-organized university. So I'm giving you assurance that if you go there, you will not regret doing your studies there. And you will have chance of interacting with many people, who have passion in exploring research expertise.
What do you Nigerians usually know about Pakistan other than what's in the media? Is there anything like that's well known about the country other than security issues?
Yes, of course there are. There are a lot of things I can recall very well. Right from my childhood, I know about Pakistan. Yes, because there is a particular cloth. We call it Pakistan dress or Pakistan.
Okay.
Yes. So they are just like a Pashtun dress. Yeah, short like this,
Okay.
3/4 with big trouser. So, for the people to call it Pakistan dress, one will think that there must be somewhere in the world called Pakistan.
Yeah.
That's how we get to know about the country, because of that cloth. And there are Peshawar cloth, I think, for ladies.
How interesting.
Yes, so all these things are there since in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And the name is Pakistan.
Yeah.
So, and there are a lot of films also, movies.
Okay.
Yes, there are a lot of movies in where the culture, either the culture or the behavior of Pakistan have been shown. In most cases, such movies, they are Indian movies, in most cases, and they are trying to show that Pakistan is a bad.
Yeah.
They are bad people. So I don't know. So that's how.
So it was a familiar country. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's interesting. And I mean, of course, Nigeria and Pakistan are pretty similar in size and in other ways as well, right? There are many similarities between the countries.
Yes, you mean the
population size.
The population
is quite
size,
similar.
yes, the population size. I think Pakistan is more populated.
Oh, yeah.
Pakistan is
Maybe a
reading
little bit.
about 220 million.
Yeah.
Nigeria, I think 280 million.
All right, well, around.
And when you look at this thing, I think either Pakistan number 6,
Yeah.
the most populated country in the
Could
world,
be,
while
I'm not
Nigeria
sure.
is number 7, I think,
Okay,
if I'm
so
not
yeah,
mistaken.
pretty similar.
Then if you look at the landmarks also, Pakistan is about 100 and 80, I think, 70 to 80, 180,000 kilometers squared.
Yeah.
While Nigeria is about 190 or more kilometers square.
Yeah.
So you see, Nigeria is a bit bigger, but regarding to the size, they are very, almost the same, almost similar. So also for the populations.
And the religion, of course.
And religion is also one of these things that make them common, because in northern part of Nigeria, mostly are Muslims.
Yeah.
And about 19 states out of 36, they are the one occupying the northern part of Nigeria, and mostly they are Muslims. Okay. And you can get Muslims also even in the southern part of Nigeria. So you see, and the culture, Islamic culture, is an Islamic culture anywhere it is in the world. Yeah. So if since Islamic culture or the culture of Islam can influence the behavior of Muslims, I think even the behavior of people in Nigeria will look similar to that of Pakistan. Yeah, and exactly, this is exactly what I'm witnessing here. People of Pakistan are dressing very well, more decent. Yeah. Also in Nigeria, they are dressing decently. Why? Because all of them are following Islamic way of dressing.
Exactly. So,
and there are a lot of things which include even some festival, like Eid Day, all these things are guided by the Islamic culture. We go to the Eid on Salah Day. We call it Salah in Nigeria. Yeah. Here we call it Eid, I think. So Eid is an Arabic word, quite okay. We all know it. So we go there after praying, then we come back, celebrate, visit our relatives, friends, do a lot of gatherings and all that. It's something I observe also in Nigeria.
All right, we're going to take a short break now. I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back. I'm here in conversation with Abdullahi Dandare, a Nigerian PhD student. So let's talk a little bit about where you're actually from in Nigeria. It's in the north, right?
Yes, I come from the far northwest part of the Nigeria, northwestern part of the Nigeria, a state called Kebbi State. Okay. Then I was born and grew up in Birnin Kebbi local government, which is the capital city of Kebbi State.
All right. Is it like a smaller town or a bigger city?
No, it's a city, but it's not relatively bigger city because we have a large city like Kano, Lagos, and other places. Huge. So if you are comparing it with such a small city, but it's a city, that's why I say it is a capital city of Kebbi State. Every state has its own capital city. So Birnin Kebbi is a capital city, and the place is blessed with a lot of things, including hills, water, the rivers, then and even a fertile place for farming practice. So it is a very nice and peaceful place to live. Yeah. And sometimes back, even now maybe, it's considered as the most peaceful place in Nigeria.
Wow, yes. That sounds lovely.
Of course.
Is it mostly like a rural area, like people mostly live in small villages, or more in that capital city?
Yes, there are villages quite okay, and there are capital city. Yeah. But my own case, the Birnin Kebbi local government I'm talking about, as in the Birnin Kebbi city, is a city, and of course it's a big city. So it has almost all what you need regarding to the social amenities and other things. Yeah. So
no need to go anywhere from there.
No need. Yes.
Is that where you went to school, like all your life, or you moved somewhere else also?
Yes, as I told you earlier, I grew up there, and it's where I do my primary school, secondary school, and even polytechnic, where I did my diploma. Okay. And all this thing, I did it within a trackable distance. I didn't go far from my parent house. Yeah. Yes. So it is only university I attended somewhere else. which is a neighboring state to Kebbi.
Okay.
At Sokoto, yes.
Right. What was it like growing up there? Did you have like an interesting childhood there? What did you usually do in your free time?
No, it's very distinct because, you know, usually like any other child, when you start growing, our parents will take us to Islamic school. After some time, then Western education will start. So usually we go to school in the morning, I mean primary school, secondary school, in the morning from 7:30 to like 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And come back around that time. Then we join Islamic school by 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Stay there up to 4. We come back around 4, you know, then I usually go to football fields and
so that's
play.
the popular thing.
Yes. Football is the popular game in Nigeria, and almost every child must have play it, either at his childhood or whatever stage in life. So I also do it. So in weekends day, after coming back from football, in most cases we watch films before going to sleep. Usually Nigerian-made films. In the weekend days, we go to farm. Our father have farm. You know, yes, we are farming rice, millet, and other farm products. So we usually go there. He wants us to explore all such because he don't know what will be in life, what will be in future, the kind of challenges we will be facing. So he wants us to have such skills. So we usually go there and come back around 2 o'clock. Then we join our Islamic school. If we didn't go for farm, you know, we have workshop in the house, owned by my elder brother, one of my elderly brothers. So I stayed there with him. It's a carpentry workshop.
Wow.
Yes, we do work there, get some money that we will be using, you know,
That's
to take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
So that's how life keeps going.
Yeah.
Up to the time we grew up.
And you mentioned that your parents actually wanted you to become a doctor, but you ended up doing something a little different. How did that happen?
Oh, yes, of course. My parent and I wanted to me to study medicine in the university. And of course, it's what I applied for. But fortunately enough, I was not given admission into medicine. I was given admission to study biochemistry. Okay. Due to the reason best known to the admission body. I don't know why. But I developed interest instantly. Yeah. They give me biochemistry, and I have been trained for a better course, and I have been given biochemistry. Therefore, there is no way for me to reject it. I have to accept it. So I was very happy with the course. So I continued doing it, and Alhamdulillah, I'm doing well into it, you know, and I achieve a lot in biochemistry. Presently, I'm doing biochemistry and molecular biology for my PhD program.
And how did you actually end up teaching at a university then in Nigeria?
Yes, initially I thought I can work in the hospital because I did my industrial training for both diploma program and BSc program in hospital. And I have a lot of skills regarding to laboratory work. So I think at that time the best place for me to go is a hospital laboratory. But I begin to think that why should I go into the laboratory and cage myself? I have skill quite okay, but I can teach others to go and work into the laboratory. If I do it that way, I will have imparted more in the society. My contribution in the society will be better than me to go there and work alone. So now I can't count the number of students, you know, I graduated. So you see, if I step into laboratory, any laboratory from where I'm working, either the place I'm working or my own states, any laboratory, think of any hospital laboratory. Once I step there, I must see my students. Whether I know him by person, I don't know. But I must see somebody who will greet me. Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Please, what are you here for? Before you know, you begin to explain that you taught me during my BS program
wonderful.
or maybe during my diploma program, because I taught both in the university and in the polytechnic. And all of them, what I was teaching is biochemistry.
Yeah.
And people there usually go to hospital and work. So you see, my contribution is even better.
Exactly.
As a teacher than to go into the laboratory and stay.
So now that you've actually worked yourself as a teacher at a university, and now you've come to Pakistan, how would you compare the whole education system or the style of teaching in these two countries at the universities?
I cannot say much about this because I only opportune to witness what is happening in Comsat University. So if I am to use it, fine. I can relate quite okay. We all know that teaching is a way of delivering information to the audience.
Yeah.
And the goal of every teacher is to make the student understand the concept he's teaching. And both Pakistan and Nigeria are doing the same. The only difference is that in Nigeria, the teaching in the university is fully in English.
Right.
Yeah, they teach in English. So everyone in the class must understand English and must understand teaching in English.
Yeah.
Because the mode of teaching is in English. So in Pakistan here, officially it's like that. I'm talking about the Comsat particularly. Officially it is like that, but usually some of the teachers, some of the lecturers manage to incorporate Urdu into their teachings.
Yeah.
They are doing good things because I observe that usually once they switch onto Urdu, you find out that the students are nodding their head as they understand better now.
All right.
So
yeah.
you see, at the end, what they want to achieve is to make students appreciate, understand
Of course.
what they are trying to deliver in the class. Of course, they achieve that, They usually notice my presence. Some classes which I attend, I was the only international student.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
All others can speak Urdu, understand Urdu, and speak Urdu very well. But me, I cannot. So they will recognize my presence and they will tell me, please bear with us. We'll get back to you. In most cases, after they finish their lecture, they will invite me to their office. If you have any problem, please tell me. Any area you didn't understand here, please, let's explain. Some lecturers will even start from the beginning to the end. Some do it in the class. They teach in English, then later in Urdu. So you see the little understanding I have while they are teaching in English, plus what they added at their office, it will make me to have better comprehensive and understanding of the course. Yeah. So to me, it's okay at that. Then if you look at the grading system also, the way they are grading is different from Nigeria. In Nigeria, for example, when you score 70, you have A.
Okay.
And the same thing with the person who scored 99 over 100. It's the same A you will have. And the same point you will have. If you have 70 all over, means you will graduate with 5 points. The same person, if another person have 99, he will graduate with 5 points.
Right.
So there is no difference. A is what they will look and give you points.
Yeah.
In Pakistan, in Comsat specifically, they look at your scores. And even the A they have is starting from 80, not 70.
Yeah.
And the A from 80 to 89 is different from A from 90 and above.
Of course.
You see, they have A and A plus.
Yeah.
And even the A from 80 is different when you come to the point. The person who scored 80 is different from the person who scored 81. Yeah. That one will count. While in Nigeria, it doesn't count.
Right.
Yes, so these things are what make them maybe different. There may be a lot of things different from this, which I may not recall now, but at least these things are what I always observe.
So what about what you're actually researching here? What is the topic of your PhD and how did you choose it?
I'm working on metabolic syndrome and emphasizing on cardiovascular disease patients.
Okay.
Yes, metabolic syndrome is a group of disorders, quite okay, including diabetes, hypertension, dyslipidemia, obesity and dress. So eventually people with the metabolic syndrome will have cardiovascular disease, which is heart-related disease.
Okay.
So that's why I focus on those that have heart issue.
Okay.
They have metabolic syndrome and they have heart problem. That's what I'm doing. So the reason why I choose it, right back to Nigeria, from my BS, I work on the metabolic disorder.
Okay.
Yes, because I work on the diabetic cataract disease. So in MS, I work on metabolic syndrome.
Right.
So you see, I have a kind of background and research experience about metabolic disorders. So often arriving here, I opportunity to meet somebody who also have interest in the area.
Okay.
Yes. So he told me that we will continue from the kind of work we have been doing in Nigeria. It will be better for us. So it's better to take one line and continue with it. And I'm happy with his advice, which is in line with my own opinion also. So that's why I choose it, and it is what I'm doing now.
Sounds interesting. Great. All right, we're going to take a short break. I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back. I'm here in conversation with Abdullahi Dandare, a Nigerian PhD student. So, something that surprised me a little bit was that you told me that your wife and your kids actually also moved here with you. Is that common among the international PhD students here?
No, I think I'm the only international PhD student here.
Yeah.
I mean those students in Comsat that came with his family.
Okay.
So it's not common. Maybe I'm the first to do it.
Yeah. Are you actually living in student accommodation or somewhere else outside the campus?
Yes, I'm living at Hostel City.
Okay.
Yeah, Royal Avenue. I'm living in an apartment.
Okay. So there's a little more space than like in a dorm.
Yeah.
Okay. What did your wife think when you were like, okay, now you're coming to Pakistan? Was she excited or a little bit apprehensive?
Yes, she has to, because right from the time I got admission, she was thinking of how should I leave her and go away, because since when we get married, I have never traveled even for 2 weeks.
Oh yeah?
So we are always together.
Yeah.
I think the longest journey I do when we are together is, I think, 3 days or 4.
Okay.
Yes. So she was thinking that how shall you go now and spend like a year while we are apart? I say, never mind, after 6 months, inshallah, I will come back and pick you.
Yeah.
So, I have to do a lot of, work as in to make her understand.
Right.
Yes, to calm her down. So when it was about 6 months here, I realized that I cannot bring her to Pakistan because I'm doing coursework, and the coursework is a bit harder, so I need to concentrate more on my studies. If I bring the family here, they also need my attention.
Of course.
And being them the beginners, I will be doing a lot of things, to make them comfortable. So that's why I tell them to remain. When I finish my coursework, I will come back. I will go back to Nigeria and pick them off. So they are aware of their coming to Pakistan before even I go back.
Yeah.
But when it was time for us to do that, when she see her passport and the visa ready, she was very happy and go to her family, inform them this is what is happening, and very soon we are leaving to Pakistan. In fact, she was happy when she saw herself in Pakistan for the very beginning. But later, a lot of complaints started because she realized that she is missing her friends,
of course,
her relatives, and she don't know anybody here. She only knows me, and I usually go out around 9 o'clock and come back around 6 in the evening.
That's a long day.
So I spend most of hours in school, and the time I come by, in most cases I was tired. What I want is to sleep, to get rest and sleep.
Not go out somewhere.
So she was a bit disturbed to the extent that she was thinking of going back to Nigeria. So You know, as a husband, it's my duty to make her understand, to make her comfortable, you know, to calm her down. So I try what I can, you know, and tell her that you will get used to this environment, and very soon you will get many people who will be associating with you. You have neighbors, only that now I know you don't know them, they don't know you. But with time, you will get to know each other. You will be visiting their houses, they will be coming to your home, you know. So, and of course, alhamdulillah, this is what we are experiencing now. She has a lot of friends among the neighbors, other places. Nice. So she can move around Pakistan anytime she so wish. So I think that problem has been solved.
Good.
So, yeah.
What about your kids? How do they, like, how old are they and how do they like it here?
You know, even the time, my wife is complaining about her living in Pakistan. When she was saying that she want to go back, you know, the kid is saying that, no, you go back alone. I will be with my father.
Oh, yeah?
I will not go back to Nigeria now. So he has never been disturbed about being into Pakistan. Yes.
And how old is he?
He's now 5 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice age.
Yeah.
And what can you do here, like with a 5-year-old kid here in Islamabad? Do you go to parks, or what do you do on a daily basis?
You know, we come here September 2019. We need to settle down first. Then second, I have comprehensive exam at that time.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't have much time for them. I was a bit busy. So the time we plan to move around is the time Corona started.
Oh,
so we visited only few places. We visited only few places because we have to restrict our movement,
of course,
due to the Corona issue.
Yeah.
So even now we have hope of visiting several places, but still within Islamabad, we go to mall together, shopping malls.
Yeah.
You know, if we need a rice, we go there together. And at times we move around, like to go for restaurant and eat together. You know, they always like it. So at my free time, we usually go out and eat together outside.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And you've also traveled a little bit in Pakistan. Where have you been so far?
I didn't travel much. I went to Karachi once.
Yeah.
You know, stayed there, I think, for 1 day.
Okay.
Yeah. I also traveled to Mari during snowfall.
Oh,
I went there
nice.
twice.
That's great.
In 2018 and 2019.
Wow.
I went to Mari. This year
how did
also
you
I'm
like it?
hoping to go there with my family.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be nice.
Inshallah.
Was that the first time you saw snow in your life?
Yes, because in Nigeria we have never experienced snow falling.
Yeah, exactly. That's
So when I heard that snow is falling around Mari, I say, okay, this is an opportunity for me to go there and see what is happening.
Yeah.
So it's a good experience.
That's amazing.
Yes, I was happy when I saw snow over there. Yes.
How different is the scenery in Pakistan and Nigeria? I mean, Nigeria is mostly like a tropical country, and here you get like everything like deserts and mountains and snow. Is Nigeria more like more of the same all over the country, or what do you have there exactly?
Maybe the only difference is the snow.
Yeah.
We have hills just like in Pakistan, but it's not big as Pakistan
Yeah,
hills.
not as high.
Yes, quite okay we have. So then we also have water. We have seafood,
Right.
just like what is obtainable here in Pakistan.
Yeah.
We have green areas. I don't know whether there is desert in Pakistan, but in Nigeria there are some places which are deserted,
Yeah.
especially those bordering Niger.
Okay.
Yes, those bordering there you can see some desert area, but it's not much. Yeah, mostly it's covered by the green, and we bless with at least 5 to 6 month rain in a year in northern part of Nigeria. In other places it's more than that in the southern part of Nigeria. Yes.
Oh, wow.
So it's green environment like in Pakistan also.
Great.
Yeah.
What about, like, if we think about food? Are there any similarities between Nigerian food and Pakistani, or are they completely different?
Yes, there are a lot of similarities and the differences. For example, our major food in Nigeria is rice. In that case, we say they are similar. They do rice, we also have it. The preparation maybe is what differs. The way we prepare our food is quite different from what Pakistan does. And there are also, for example, if you look at the biryani, we have something like that in Nigeria. We call it jollof rice.
Okay.
Yeah, we call it jollof rice. It's similar to biryani, only that biryani is more spicy.
Right.
Than
So
what
you don't
we
use
have as
spices
jollof.
that
Yes.
much in Nigeria.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We use. There are some area in Nigeria which it's even they eat spicy, very aggressive one, more than what I usually see here in Pakistan. We call them Yoruba. If you go to their kitchen, all you will see is spicy and very aggressive one, very hot.
Yeah.
You know? So we also eat it, but I personally don't eat it. I don't like it, even if I do, but not hot one.
Right.
Yes, for example, things like a ginger, I can take it. I will appreciate having it in my food. But if you talk about pepper, you know, I don't want to see it.
Right.
Because it's very hot.
Okay.
So, and as said, I talk about the preparation. You know, if you look at all what Pakistan have, in Nigeria, we have, we mold rice. We pound and mold rice.
Okay.
You know, we call it tuwon shinkafa, for example. It's very common food in northern part of Nigeria. You don't have this in Pakistan.
Yeah.
We have white rice. I don't know whether it is available here. Yes, it's like I have never seen it.
Okay.
And in Pakistan, I saw sweet rice.
Right.
Rice prepared from sweet material like a sugar cane, sugar and rice. You know,
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I have never tested it. I first tested it in Pakistan.
Okay.
So in Nigeria, nothing like that. You see, then things like a roti, paratha. I don't know. We don't have them.
Yeah. That's a little
We don't have
different.
roti. We don't have paratha, but we have some food similar to that. We didn't call them food because they are only being prepared maybe during a particular festival, maybe Rani marriage ceremony. Yes, because it is made of flour.
Right.
Then they put it in oil, just like how they put paratha in oil.
Yeah.
They add sugar or honey. You see, it will be very sweet.
Yeah.
But no one is using it as a breakfast, for example.
Okay. I see.
Yes, no one is using it as a breakfast.
What is a traditional Nigerian breakfast like?
As in cultural practice?
Yeah, what do you usually eat in Nigeria in the mornings?
Depending on the area and depending on the choice of an individual. Like me, I prefer taking zazahe. You may not know what zazahe is.
I do not.
Good. Zazahe is usually, I told you that we pounded and mold rice, right?
Okay.
And eat it with soup.
Oh, wow.
So in the morning, I want, you know, when you do it in the night and keep it in the morning,
I see. So it's
fire it
prepared.
again. It will give you an extraordinary flavor.
Wow.
Yes. To me, it's even better than the freshly prepared one.
Yeah.
So I prefer to eat that one in the morning.
Excellent.
But
Sounds
many
neat.
people want to take tea and bread.
Okay.
So also if I didn't get zazahe,
Yeah.
I do take tea and bread,
Yeah.
you know. And at times I take this thing, Irish potato. We have it here also in Pakistan, alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite breakfasts in Nigeria also. So we have it, many people prefer it with egg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Egg is, I think, something that people all over the world eat for
Good.
breakfast.
Then some usually take yam. Yam is not available here in Pakistan,
Yam is
but it's just common food in Nigeria. Many people take it in breakfast. They fry it also with egg.
Yeah.
You know, there is a way they are doing it. It would be very sweet. So I think these are the most common breakfasts
Wonderful.
Nigerian people take.
Do you ever have paratha and egg here?
I take paratha here.
Yeah.
I usually buy from the cafe.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, my wife like it so much.
Oh yeah.
Yes, myself I like it, but the problem is that the oil.
Yeah, it's very oily.
Too much. It's
maybe
very
not for
very
everybody.
oily. So I don't want too much oil.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes.
usually when I go there, I tell them to put small oil.
Yeah.
So it's hardly for me to finish one. But my wife can finish more than one. Even my child can finish more than one.
Great. All right, then it's time for our rapid fire round. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Shalwar kameez or Western clothes?
Western clothes.
Okay. Lahore or Karachi?
No, Lahore.
Yeah? Okay. Abuja or Islamabad?
Abuja.
Fair enough. The best thing about Nigeria?
Multi-ethnic society.
Wonderful. Jollof rice or biryani?
No, jollof rice.
Your favorite word in Urdu?
Acha.
Great. The first thought that comes to your mind when I say Murray?
Snowfalling area.
Great. Margala Hills?
Oh. It's very big.
Yeah. Islamabad?
Green area.
True. Pakistani clothes?
Very nice.
Yeah, true. The best thing about Pakistan?
Hospitality.
True. Great. All right, then it's time for you to sign our visitor's book. Here you go.
Okay.
All right, let's see what you wrote. I'm very impressed with the nature of the interview. I'm looking forward to have another version of the interview soon. Thank you so much for being on the show, and I hope you continue to have a wonderful time in Pakistan.
Thank you very much too. You're highly welcome. It is nice to interact with you.
Thank you so much. That's it for today. Please join me again next week, and don't forget to follow us on our social media accounts at indus.news. Stay home, stay safe, goodbye.